Floyd Mayweather has released sparring footage featuring Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach. The clip quickly caught fans' attention as Tank displayed his signature power and skill, leaving many wondering how Roach would handle him in an actual fight.
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't fault him for like stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So it's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit. And a lot of people think like when I be tweeting on Instagram, I be mad. I just be talking.
Gervonta Davis acknowledged Floyd Mayweather's influence, saying Mayweather has already done what he needed to do in boxing. While showing respect, Davis made it clear that he's focused on his own journey, stating, "I'm focused on what I'm focused on." He emphasized his independence and determination to build his own legacy.
You know, you've worked with Tank as well, am I right?
We fought twice, yeah, but I sparred him when we was kids. The last time we was in the ring together, I was 16. Yeah.
So speak upon that, because that's the same age that Devin Haney was.
So the last time we fought in the Junior Olympic National Championship, and he won. I think I won. You can go look at me. But it was the point system, like the computer scoring. So,
the amateurs.
So after the first round, it was 1-0 Tank. After the second round, it was 2-1.
Roach looked back on his past fight with Tank, recalling that it happened during the Junior Olympic National Championship when they were both 16 years old. He noted that Davis won under the computer scoring system. After the first round, the score was 1-0 in favor of Davis, and by the second round, it was 2.
The Junior Olympic National Championship, and at the time, it was happening when the 2011 Olympic trials was going on. So for the 2012 team.
Okay.
So that was probably the best. No, for me, hands down, is the best tournament I ever been to, because I got to see so many people fight. I'm gonna get to the names later, but back to the fight. After the second round was 2-1. So I'm just like, man, my cousin just like, look, I don't know what to tell you. He like, man, look, you gotta go out there, you gotta do something spectacular. You gotta stop them or something, because they not giving you the points that you deserve. So. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good fight. Obviously, the two best made it to the championship. We was on the two different sides of the bracket. We made it to the championship. And Tank has always been a good fighter, bro, like since a kid. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he beat me. He got the gold medal. I got silver. And, that was that. Back to that Olympic trials tournament, though. Mm-hmm. You know how many names was in that?
Talk to us.
Earl Spence smoked everybody. He smoked everybody to get his spot. Who was in that 152 bracket? I know Emir Imam made it, but you know what's amazing about that? Emir Imam was a 141 pound.
At the time, Roach was confused about the tournament they were in and asked his coach for confirmation. It was indeed the Junior Olympic Nationals, held during the 2012 Olympic trials. Roach called it the best tournament he had ever attended. His cousin urged him to go out and do something special, but Roach admitted he wasn't sure how to turn the fight in his favor.
Twice in the same tournament. So, and we fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals.
Okay. You fought in the regionals and then fought again in the nationals?
Yeah. So we fought in the regionals in Baltimore, in his hometown. It was a close fight. Obviously, I thought I won. There was like an incident where a point got taken from both of us, and it only should have been him, or whatever the case may be. And we sent the tape to USA Boxing, and USA Boxing sent us an at-large bid to go to the nationals.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, and then they put us on two different sides of the bracket. and we met up in the championship.
And he took it again.
Yeah, he won a clutch fight.
In a recent interview, Lamont Roach revealed that he and Gervonta Davis fought twice as amateurs. These early matchups helped shape a rivalry that is now coming to a head in their upcoming professional bout. Roach's familiarity with Davis's fighting style could play a major role in their highly anticipated fight.
Gervonta Tank Davis, who's taking on Lamont Roach Jr. People are saying that Lamont Roach is a cherry pick and so forth and so on, but this guy has only one loss on his record. Lamont Roach is 25-1, 10 KOs. Of course, you look at Tank's record and say Tank, he's 30-0, 28 knockouts, and you're looking at it like, hey, he's just cherry picking, he's fighting. But this guy, Lamont Roach Jr. is not somebody to overlook. This guy can punch, this guy can box, this guy can do it all. And on top of that, these guys have a history together. These guys have been, have fought each other many times in the amateurs and so forth and so on. But which kind of sticks out to me in regards to this fight is the fact of the matter that they are both from the same neighborhood, basically. They like miles apart from each other. Even they have some ties, whereas though, from what I heard, not saying it's true, but from what I heard is that Lamont Roach Jr.,
Many boxing fans and analysts tend to focus on Davis's impressive knockout record, often underestimating Roach's punching power. However, those familiar with both fighters know that Roach is no pushover. He can land powerful shots and pose a real threat inside the ring.
Right. Gervonta Tank Davis sparring, preparing for his December 14th showdown with WBA super featherweight world champion Lamont Roach Jr. Lamont Roach Jr. is from the DC area, Gervonta Tank Davis from the Baltimore area. So you got that DMV Baltimore rivalry that's going to take place December 14th in Houston, Texas. With that said, they fought in the amateurs. Gervonta Tank Davis, he beat Lamont Roach in the amateurs. Lamont Roach, 25 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 10 wins by way of knockout. Tank Davis, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. As you see Gervonta Tank Davis sparring orthodox fighters such as Lamont Roach, who's about 5'7.5" with about a 68, 69-inch arm reach. Tank Davis 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. How y'all see this fight playing out as professionals? Does Gervonta Tank Davis
The fight between Roach and Davis is more than just a showdown between two talented boxers. It's also a battle between their hometowns, Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. Both fighters carry the pride of their cities into the ring, making this a high-stakes regional rivalry. The local excitement surrounding this fight is expected to be intense, further raising the
Don't mind. Go ahead, run it off. Yeah. Just.
As the fight approaches, Gervonta Davis has been training intensely. Recent footage shows him putting in hard work on the pads, demonstrating his focus and commitment. It's clear that Davis is taking Roach seriously and is determined to maintain his undefeated record.
Lamont Roach, he can box pretty good, so it's gonna be a little harder. My thing is when people fight Tank, it's matter if they scared or not. If you go in there scared, he see the fear in you. And it's a matter of time before he take you out. You can see in the Frank Martin fights and a lot of fights, when he starts smiling and stuff, he know he got to you. So if Lamont Roach going there with the thing of he trying to win and he the best guy, then it could be a long night. But I'm definitely hopefully that fight can happen, and hopefully that WBA 130 go vacant, and hopefully I could
You slide on in there.
Slide in there. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start trying to work for the WBA.
Boxer Haven Brady shared his thoughts on the matchup, saying Tank always fights the same way, but Lamont Roach is a smart boxer which could make things tougher. He noted that Davis preys on fear. If an opponent shows hesitation, it's only a matter of time before Tank takes them out. Brady pointed out that Davis smiles when he knows he's already won mentally. However, if Roach enters the ring with confidence, it could turn into a long, drawn-out fight. Brady also mentioned his personal goals, hoping that the WBA 100-pound title gets vacated so he can have a shot at it. While he's currently working with the WBC, he's aiming to climb the ranks in the WBA.
You may have to let a few things out the bag, or what's that?
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. You exactly right. But like you said, there's a level of respect. Like I said, it ain't no beef or nothing like that. Like, he normally got issues with everybody he fight, or for the most part, or like he on his antics, or he basically bullying somebody. So, that shit ain't gonna happen over here. But it's like it's mutual. It's a mutual ground of respect for sure.
Is it safe to say, though, things about him that the other fighters haven't known about him?
100%. Yes, sir.
Why doesn't that respect between the two fighters in this fight lead to any dullness in the fight? Why is that respect not necessarily carry over into fight night?
For me, because like this what I do. This is what I set out to be, the best. I can't let that get in the way of what I'm set out to do. And it's competition. It's competition, and it can only be one winner. It can't be two winners. It can only be one winner. So it's either gonna be you or me, and I'm gonna get you before you get me.
Well, to that point, man, Tank, he gives you compliments in two areas. He said Lamont has power and he has timing. And you trust that power and timing in the exchanges, punching in between punching at the same time while the other guy's punching, trusting that you're going to find the mark rather than the other guy. Do we see that in this fight with Tank?
Having previously sparred and fought Davis, Roach believes he has an advantage that other fighters don't: first-hand knowledge of Davis's techniques. This experience could help Roach anticipate and counter Davis's strategies, giving him a potential edge in their upcoming bout.
And they say, you from New York, SMD.
How do you block out the naysayers and the people and their opinions they have of you?
They don't matter to me at all, especially the ones who think I'm not a worthy opponent or whatever the case may be. 9 times out of 10, you don't know shit about boxing. I got here without them. I'll still be here without them. You can't do anything that I'm doing on nowhere near close to my level. So I really don't care. I really don't give two flying.
Critics have questioned whether Roach truly deserves a fight against a top-tier opponent like Davis. Addressing these doubts, Roach made it clear that outside opinions don't bother him. He remains confident in his abilities and believes he has every right to compete at this level. His focus is solely on the fight, not on those who doubt him.
Roach, is that the right opponent for Tank?
I don't know why everybody is kind of sleeping on Lamont, but he has a decorated amateur career too. He's a very sturdy kid. He's very skilled. Tank is Tank, and when I say Tank is Tank, I mean like he's a bad man. He can fight. He's tough. I know we had our dispute back and forth or whatever, but at the end of the day, if we talk about just boxing, he's a good fighter, and I look forward to watching that fight.
Is this a pay-per-view fight though? Would you buy it?
I bought any fight that Tank has had pay-per-view, and I think that Lamont Roach is worth watching. I think that this fight is going to be very technical, very skillful. As always, we're going to see the power of Tank on display.
And Lamont Roach, do you have a relationship with him?
I know him from the amateurs too. He cool. He can fight. He wished me luck on my fight. Hey, let the best man win there.
And if he's to be successful, how would he do that?
To beat Tank?
Yeah.
Now you want me to give somebody the game plan on how to beat Tank?
Dude, you'll be a great trainer because you have the skill.
Don't like me, so I ain't gonna give nobody the recipe to beat him. So you can take me later, my nigga.
Renowned boxer Claressa Shields also weighed in on the Davis vs. Roach matchup. She acknowledged the unique challenges both fighters bring to the ring, highlighting Roach's technical skill and Davis's knockout power.
Looks like Gervonta Tank Davis will be fighting Lamont Roach in his next fight. Now, before I start, go to the comments and let me know if this is a good fight for Tank or not. A lot of people are saying that this is cherry picking. Lamont Roach is a champion at 130, will be coming up to 135 to fight Tank. So a lot of people are saying Tank has picked out an undersized opponent. Which, to be honest with you, it is fair to say that. You could say that, fighting somebody from a lower weight class, yeah, it can be viewed in that way. However, that being said, when you look at the top guys at the moment, Shakur Stevenson, currently out with a hand injury, will likely be tied up in a mandatory fight in his next fight when he returns. Teofimo Lopez, yes, that is an option, but he is at 140. He will not come down to 135. Tank does not look like he wants to go up to 140 at all. Devin Haney, more interested in suing Ryan Garcia than he is actually boxing at the moment. Ryan Garcia out on a PED ban. Vasily Lomachenko was offered the Tank fight and decided he wanted a year out instead. And then if he went and fought somebody like a George Kambosos, everyone would have the same opinion that this is cherry picking. So realistically, Lamont Roach is probably the best opponent for Tank unless he was going to move up to 140. Now, if he was going to move up to 140, you've got Rayo Valenzuela. Apparently, Tank offered him a fight at 135, even though he is a champion at 140, which is just ridiculous. And then obviously you've got Teofimo Lopez, but yeah, he doesn't seem to want to go up to 140 for whatever reason. But on to Lamont Roach, he is a world champion at 130. He will be moving up in weight, but he is still a world caliber fighter right now. I do think that Lamont Roach will give Tank Davis a lot more problems than Frank Martin did, but ultimately I do see Tank coming out with the victory in this one. Now, let me know in the comments if you think this is a good fight for Tank, or would you prefer him to fight somebody else? If so, let me know who. As always, a like, favourite, save and share, all appreciated. And if you want to join our amazing community, hit that follow button. Peace.
Some fans see Roach as the underdog, mainly because he's moving up from a lower weight class to challenge Davis. This shift has sparked debates about whether Roach can handle the power and physicality of the higher weight division. Despite the concerns, Roach remains confident that he can adjust and prove himself against the best.
Real good. I can't wait, honestly. You know, it's what we've been waiting for, especially after today. The media workout gave me a little boost. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little excited. I'm a little excited right now.
I know that's right. And I know you're going to be in Brooklyn, New York. So are you going to be having anybody special walk you out, or are you going to have any custom gear for this fight?
I'm gonna have the custom gear is going. The custom gear is gonna be one to look out for. That's gonna be a statement right there. And yeah, I'm gonna have an artist walk me out too.
In a bold statement, Lamont Roach declared that he doesn't just plan to defeat Gervonta Davis, he wants to force him into retirement. Roach thrives on proving people wrong and is determined to shake up the boxing world.
I get that much. It's a wrap.
Okay. You know what? A single will be hard though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody came out with a single.
No, it's always been a rapper.
I gotta think about that.
Gervonta has claimed that he will be retiring after this year, but is your plan or your agenda is to knock him out so that you send him to retirement earlier?
My initial plan is to win, but every time I fight, I'm trying to knock somebody out. So, so you know, if that happens in the midst of it, you know, that'd be a blessing. That'd be definitely something that I work for, because I work my ass off. But yeah, if he on his way out, why not kick his ass out?
With this fight, you are considered a major underdog. Does that give you any type of momentum or fuel to prove people wrong?
Despite Roach's confidence, some in the boxing community remain skeptical about his chances. Analysts who have studied Roach's past fights argue that he may not have the right tools to take down Davis. However, this doubt only fuels Roach's motivation to prove himself and silence his critics. That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates. See you next time.